Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. with the draw. It's Bishop. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bishop. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll run play action. Got his man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Vols have their offense in high gear. Calls his own number. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Finds his man. It's Matthews. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Running inside. It's Bishop. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And This defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Maybe a crease. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammered down, they stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Running into the open space. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
On the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He might want another play. Motion from the back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Underwood. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. the option look. There's a crease. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Quarterback keeper. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Goes to the option. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own.
Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar. And 214 close. 214 close.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way. Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Underwood. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving, looking for a man. It's Underwood. On the run, fires downfield. Got a man, it's Hansen. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Ready? Blue 30. Blue. Shift.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Underwood to throw. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. The RPO, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He got that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
With the draw, it's Bishop. Finding some room. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Running inside, it's Bishop. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Can't meet the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the back. Here comes the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Oregon taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Ducks chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Using his legs, it's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan! He got a step and just dusted
nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nice move there. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Better find the earplug. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Release to the back. Pulls it in. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Bishop. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They feed him again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Staley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
And the Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this practice today against this guy. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gordon. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Baker. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown ball! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Other scores around the country. In overtime, Slippery Rock 35, Shepherd University 28.
Right. Lily.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Complete to the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got enough for the first. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run the option. Past the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Ready, set, hot.
From the red zone, it's Marshall. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Big Blue with the response.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the balls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The hand to the running back. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Gets the back moving on the option. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be... the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. Looking for a gap. It's Gordon. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Underwood flips it out to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
On the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Escapes the pressure going right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Right down the middle. Got his man. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Vols will now use their final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It'll be 3rd and long. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.